Hi, and welcome back to Keeping It Green with Colin from Van Bush Irrigation. Today we are going to talk about changing a bearing guide gasket on your 700 series rotor. The same process would go for a 900 series rotor as well, but today we're going to be using a 752 rotor. Now, when we take out that snap ring, we want to make sure that we decompress the top a little bit, pop that snap ring off, and when we remove the internal, we want to make sure that we're using our snap ring pliers. So we get that internal out, okay? Get that internal out, we can set this guy aside. Obviously, if it's in the ground, you're not gonna be able to do that. But you might ask yourself, why are we changing a bearing guide? Why do we need to change bearing guide? Well, because the truth of it is that gaskets wear out over time. And sometimes these guys can break, they can lose their functionality. So if you, for whatever reason, we need to change this, as simple as just getting a little flathead screwdriver, popping it underneath that gasket, removing it, taking that new bearing guide gasket, rolling it over the top of that internal, and you've got yourself a new gasket. So we just pop that back into that internal, like so. Make sure, obviously, you've set your left-hand stop, or if it's full circle, put it in where you left off. Again, when we're putting our snap ring back in, there's 4 indents in that top of the casing. We want to find one of those 4 indents to pop that snap ring back in. Snaps back in like that, and your bearing guide has changed. Once again, thank you for keeping it green with Colin. And if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to reach out to your local Van Bush sales representative.